up, number 4. Technology can transform your teaching strategies. It was mentioned in the first part of this lesson that our future learners are 21st century learners. And 21st century learners are very much inclined with technology. As future educators, what we can do is to take advantage of this and use this as our medium to present information in new and effective ways. And one example is that using virtual tours. Did you know that there are websites that allow for the virtual tours in their museums? The link for the virtual museum tour is in your note taker. Please explore that and pick a tour. And please tell me if in what occasions can you utilize or what topics can you utilize this. Number 5, technology increases opportunities for research. The web is a very large library of information. And keeping in mind that your students' screen time in gadgets and digital applications may be of use. You can use this screen time to allow them to research for information for your class projects. In that way, they will be able to develop the skills they need for researching and to sift information's relevance in the topic and its accuracy. Especially now that the fake news and fake articles are rampant in today's time. And they can use this for their outputs in class. Number 6, technology provides ways to easily track student progress. Digital portfolios are not possible because of technology. And for us teachers, it's easy for them to track because of the help of applications that will help us and the students put it in the cloud. Some of these useful apps are Seesaw, Create2Bubbles, Artsonia, and Google Classroom. It's time to explore the applications mentioned and tell me if in what application does this picture have in their logo. Technology makes learning fun. And just as the traditional materials also develop these skills that are presented to us, technology offers also that. And one thing is that you can introduce another way to do things with technology. They get to explore that collaboration is possible even through technology. And they can get creative with their outputs and still, for us teachers, follow the lesson plan in using technology. Number 8, we're almost at the top 10. Technology offers a variety of opportunities to integrate formative assessments. Technology works side by side with us teachers for us to monitor their formative assessments, especially if the students' number are very large. And aside from this, printing of paper and waiting for it all to finish and maybe stapling the test papers or the worksheets or the activity notebooks, you can save nature and Mother Earth because it's paperless. And also, just like what I said earlier, the compilation of data or of information of outputs are easily tracked and in one place. Some of these apps are Kahoot, Plickers, Quizzes, Formative, and Google Forms. Now it's time for you again to explore these applications and tell me in your note taker what application that has been mentioned a while ago has this ambience. So a clue, this is very familiar to all of you. Number 9, let's talk about collaboration. Technology promotes collaboration. And with the changing of times, it becomes an opportunity for the students to work well with others through the barriers of technology. And if even with a long distance communication, it is possible to collaborate still. And some of the apps that help us do this is Google Drive, Google Slides, Google Docs, Padlet, and Prezi. Another question, What application that has been mentioned has this in their logo? For a clue, this is the application that you used when you started this part of the module. Try to explore the applications and tell me in your note taker. Lastly, students. Technology promotes engagement. Interactive ways of engaging the students with each other and with us teachers are still very much possible through technology. And again, it grabs their attention easily because they are 21st century learners, and 21st century learners are inclined with technology. As I have said a while ago in the first part of this lesson, technology works side by side with traditional materials. And the art of education.edu tells us that when it comes to the art room, the key is finding a balance between technology integration and traditional art processes. Because as teachers, we are trained to always consider the context of the student and, of course, the topic and the activities that will bridge the two considerations. And again, we are reminded by Brian Greenberg, it's not about having a kid stare at the screen for 6 hours a day, Greenberg said. The real story for the future of education will center around how educators, us, structure and run their classrooms. So not because we have the technology, we use it all the way. But again, it's important for us to find the balance between the traditional and the technology. These are the references of this presentation, and I hope you have learned something for today, and see you in the next part of this module.